My new apartment came with a locked room. The landlord said to ignore. When I first saw the apartment, it felt too good to be true. Top floor, old building, rent suspiciously cheap. The kind of place where the windows rattled when buses went by, where the paint peeled a little near the baseboards, but it was mine. The landlord, Mr. Keller, was a soft-spoken man with a gray beard and a voice like gravel dragged through smoke. He barely looked at me when I signed the lease, just pointed at each page with a long nicotine-stained finger. When I asked about the rent being so low, he just smiled. Not everyone likes old places, he said. On my second walkthrough, I noticed it. A narrow, paint-chipped door in the hallway between the bedroom and the bathroom. No handle, just a small keyhole and a faint outline where a knob might have been once. What's in there? I asked. He didn't look up from the papers. Storage. You don't need to worry about it. Is there a key? Lost a long time ago. He smiled again, but this time it didn't reach his eyes. Best to ignore it. The first week was fine. I unpacked, set up my bookshelves, got used to the hum of the old radiator. The city noise at night blended into something almost peaceful. Still, that door drew my eye every time I walked past. It was so ordinary it almost felt staged, like it wanted me to forget it was there. On the fourth night, I woke to a sound. A faint tap, tap, tap. At first, I thought it was from the pipes, but as I lay there listening, I realized it came from the hallway, from behind the locked door. It stopped when I sat up. I told myself it was nothing. Old buildings, settling wood, maybe mice, but I didn't sleep much after that. The next morning, I pressed my ear against the door. Silence. Then, so faint I almost missed it, a sound like breathing, slow, uneven. I jerked back, heart pounding. My breath fogged the cold air near the crack of the door. That was when I noticed the smell, faint, sour, like wet concrete and something metallic beneath it. I called Mr. Keller. He answered on the second ring. There's something moving behind that locked door, I said. It sounds... He cut me off. Don't go near it. What's in there? It's sealed for a reason. You said it's storage. A pause, then. Don't open it, Mr. Avery. That's all you need to know. He hung up. That night, the tapping came back. Slower this time. Rhythmic. I turned the TV up loud enough to drown it out, but every time the screen went quiet between scenes, I could still hear it, soft and patient. Tap, tap, tap. When I finally shut off the lights and crawled into bed, the sound stopped until I heard something new, a whisper, right against the door. Avery. I sat up, frozen. My name, clear as day. When I looked down the hallway, I swore I saw movement under the crack, a shadow shifting against the sliver of light from the living room. Then, silence again. The next morning, the smell was stronger. It clung to the air, thick and metallic. I pushed a towel under the door. It helped, but barely. That evening, I caught my reflection in the bathroom mirror and thought I saw something behind me. A face, pale, blurred, standing where the locked door was. When I turned, the hallway was empty. The next day I asked a neighbor about it, an older woman 2 doors down named Marta, who seemed to have lived there forever. When I mentioned the door, she went pale. You got Keller's place? Yeah. Why? That door was supposed to stay sealed. What's in it? She hesitated. He told you to ignore it, didn't he? Yes. She looked down the hallway, as if afraid someone might be listening. Then you should. When I pressed her, she only said one more thing. He tried to keep it quiet, but the smell always gives it away. That night, I woke up again. Not from the tapping this time, but from the sound of something sliding against wood, like fingers dragging along the inside of the door. Then a click. I sat up, heart pounding. The door was still closed, but the faint glint of metal near the keyhole caught the light from the street lamp outside. Someone had unlocked it. I waited. 10 seconds. 20. Nothing happened. Finally, I forced myself to get up. I stepped closer, barefoot on the cold floor. Pulse. Full story on my channel. Link below.